风游过包青天，铁面无私辨忠奸。
All right, yo. Welcome in, everybody. We got Piefly in the chat already. Let's go. All right, guys. We have episode 10 of the Mooncast today. We have Piefly as our co-host and a special guest from the Grid Network. We're going to be learning all about that. We got some updates from Moondance and a whole bunch of other topics. What is up? Welcome in, everybody. Let's get right into it. We have our guest here. All right, guys. So, with every podcast episode, I do like to cover intros for every episode, so everybody gets to know a little bit about one another. I'll start off. I'm Ghost Cat Joypad. That's my creator name. I do content on Web3, and I'm a founder for the project that I'm building, Moondance. Piefly, you want to go next? Piefly. Ooh.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally unplugged my mic.
Oof.
I'm back. Yeah. Okay, hey everyone, I'm assuming you asked for me next. I'm Piefly. I'm a Web3 gaming content creator as well as a core ambassador at DGen Legends. I just love making content Web3 games, hosting community game nights, and just all things Web3 gaming. Try and cover it. Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Justin Lucas. I'm the Director of Ecosystem and Growth at Grid Network, building out a platform for Web3 gaming.
Nice. All right. So we have here Justin and Piefly. Now to start off, we're going to start off with the Grid Network so everybody knows and gets more familiar with it. Welcome in, guys. Robbie, Carter. So first topic question for Justin is to just give us like a basic overview of what Onekin is, the Grid Network, and what it aims to achieve.
Sure. So Onekin is the parent umbrella company. The Grid Network, we're a gaming aggregator. So think of it as like a decentralized Xbox Live or PSN. It's very, very similar premise. It'll be where the best games in Web3 are. So whether you're a small indie developer or a large studio, you'll have a place where your game will be available with some kind of a reward. And the thesis is really to get gamers actually into the games, as opposed to the existing meta of go follow on Twitter, go join our Discord, grind out a whitelist spot, flip it on OpenSea, and you're never bringing any value actually into the game itself. So the goal with the platform is to really help the studios have a consistent and constant funnel of users coming into their games, and allow the studio to have a truly statistically significant data set of users actually playing, providing value in the game, not only for the gamers. Nobody likes going into a game with an empty lobby, but also for the studios, so that they understand, their KPIs better. They're able to understand weapons that need to be nerfed or buffed, or skins, or maps. Are users dying in the places of the map that they expect the users to collide into each other? And are the choke points working? Are the weapons working properly? Is the game fun? And a lot of times you don't get that information if you have a very small number of players in playing on a regular basis.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest issues right now for a lot of PvP games in the space, is there's just not enough players. That's why I think it's good for some games to have like a solo mode or something you could grind without needing other players, at least in the meantime, because it's hard. It's hard to, I mean, even popular games, sometimes the player base dies out and it's hard to get into a lobby.
Well, it's not just Web3 that sees this. Even in Web2, across console and mobile, if you don't have consistent users coming in to replace that existing player base that always churns out, your game dies very, very quickly. So you always have to have that top of the funnel, bringing users in, getting them in, getting them excited, getting them activated and immersed in your game, so that they can replace those users that churn out because, for whatever reason, new games come out, people get married, have a kid, whatever. There's always going to be people churning out of the game.
Or people die.
Whoa.
I mean, it's true.
That went way darker than I wanted.
Well, it happens. No, that's awesome. But yeah, if anyone in chat has any questions about what the grid network is, feel free to ask. Piefly, I know you're fairly new to Onekin and Grid, so if you have questions right now, like what anything that you don't understand that you want to know more of?
Yeah, I'm really curious. From reading your website, I guess on what you guys are doing, I guess essentially with like cross chains. I know it's a big thing too. Is like, some games can be kind of annoying. You have to download like MetaMask. You have to download. I'll do all this other stuff. This whole thing, like you were saying in your intro, to like get into the game. So what are you doing to like ease players into a lot of these Web3 games?
100%. The aspect of how users actually get onboarded, that whole first time user experience is something that we're looking to solve with the introduction of our single sign-on SDK, which allows you to make it very easy, so you can just log in with your Grid Network account into games. We'll have a wallet that will also be associated with that, so we'll be able to airdrop directly to a user's wallet. They'll be able to log in. And again, the whole premise is, how do we get gamers into games as easy as possible, as quickly as possible? How do we get them not only playing the games, but also understanding the gameplay, the core gameplay mechanics, so that they're invested? If I take the time to play through a tutorial, I'm going to be much more likely to play that game, as opposed to just being airdropped an NFT, or just being thrown into a game and have to figure out, okay, is this keyboard and mouse? Can I use a controller? Can I do X, Y, Z? So again, we're completely platform agnostic. So a platform either being chains. So we've got games across AVAX, Polygon, Immutable, Arbitrum, you name it.
Solana, the best one.
Yeah, Solana, Aptos, Xi. There's no chain restrictions for a game to be on our platform. From a platform perspective, your game can be mobile, your game could be PC, your game could be on a launcher, your game could be on a mobile app store. If I could figure out a way to drive gamers into board games, I would do it. So we're platform and chain agnostic entirely. So, again, it shouldn't matter which wallet you have, how many wallets you have. It shouldn't matter what platform it's on. The ability to get gamers into those games is what's important.
Yeah. Carter has a question. It was Onekin the people that launched the game Rugged Revenants a long time ago?
It was. And that's kind of the, to not use a Web3 term, that was kind of the genesis of why they created this platform. It's and it's something I've seen as well, working for other Web3 companies, is it's really, really hard to get gamers into games. It's very easy to get people to mint, very easy to get people to flip that NFT on OpenSea or Magic Eden, but it's very hard to get gamers actually into games. And that was one of the biggest issues that the original team found with both Rugged Revenants and Savannah, was that there wasn't enough users to support the game ecosystem. Actually, gamers in the game. A lot of people holding, a lot of people flipping NFTs, stuff like that. But there wasn't a lot of gamers. And so the idea and the premise was, we need to build a platform for gamers to come to, that gamers can learn about the best games in Web3 and encourage and incentivize them to actually play these games, actually get invested in these games. Not invested from a monetary standpoint, invested from a time standpoint, so that they're actually playing these games, providing that level of feedback that a studio needs to continue building, to continue making the game better.
Yeah, I've had a sneak peek of more of the platform that's going to be releasing it. It's awesome. I think it's a nice platform for Web3. I know there's a lot of launchers and other things in the space, which honestly, it's just a hassle. It doesn't really help in any way. But this is a really, really nice platform. It actually adds to the space and gives something new and unique for users to do. So I like it so far. I think you answered the next question I had throughout all that, so we'll skip that. We can go into the next topic, so like project updates and news, anything in the future. All of these we can do for Grid Network first, since I know you're a bit of a time frame right now, so we'll ask your questions first. So are there any exciting community events or partnerships on the horizon for Grid or Onekin?
Oh, one of the hard things about working in Web3 is like how everyone builds kind of publicly. And so like I've got to try and think on the fly of like, have we announced that yet? Like, are we ready to announce?
Hey, alpha is all that we're about. I love me some alpha.
I'm right there with you, but like, if I start dropping alpha, then like I get hammered internally. We just did a big activation with GR1. Love the guys over at GR1. Nice. I think we'll be doing an activation with My Angry Yakuza Girlfriend coming up.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Still, doing a lot of Grid Arena activations with a lot of our partners. Grid Arena is the social fi platform that we've built to help out our different studio partners, increase their visibility, increase the awareness of the game titles that they're working on. Let's see, big activations. Those are probably the biggest ones. Like I said, the activation with GR1 that we just did.
Yeah, I
was
like.
pretty successful. Obviously with Meiji, and then yeah, we've got a lot of announcements that not ready to drop the alpha on yet,
That's all
but
good.
will be timed with the launch very very soon.
Yeah, no, yeah, a lot of awesome stuff you guys are doing. Cal, bring more games to iPad. Yes, yeah, a lot of.
You like I honestly, if it was up to me, every single game would be on Mac. Every single game would be iPad compatible. I bring it up every single studio I talk to.
Yeah,
Like,
same, dude. Because MacBooks. Okay, so the new chips, the M chips too, especially for MacBooks, are insanely powerful. Like even on the iPads, they're overkill almost. They can do a ton. But there's a whole like group of Apple enthusiasts that play games but can't because most games aren't ported to Mac or
yeah,
Apple. Even
um,
like even in Web 2, there's not a lot ported to
no,
Mac yet. So like I
no,
tell
no,
like all these projects like you guys gotta port to Mac as well because it's a whole group of people like you I think they're underestimating how many people use Apple products that want a game. It's a lot.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. I mean, honestly, like as a Mac user, it's basically like Diablo and like the suite of Blizzard games, and that's pretty much it from a Web 2 perspective. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I would I would love, you know, something to play on my iPad on a regular basis.
hmm
I would love to have something to play on my Mac. You know, obviously you can play anything that's web based.
oh yeah,
Um,
I'm loving browser games.
yeah,
But yeah,
and there's some fantastic ones. I was huge into was it Storm Warfare?
I
Uh,
don't think I played that.
yeah, it's a fantastic. Like I'm a huge history buff. It's a World War II card-based game.
Hmm.
Fell in love with
Ooh.
that game. What else is there? Um, but yeah, that's been kind of it. And then on mobile, obviously, as an iOS user, uh, it's finally starting to get better.
Yeah.
Apple's starting to be a little bit friendlier to
Oh yeah.
studios.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
Uh,
like I think the best example would be Mixmob. That's full
true.
on, Web3 iOS app. You can
yep,
connect your wallet. It goes right to Phantom to connect your wallet. I mean, that's a great mobile app, mobile game in Web3 for iOS users. I know Pixels, but you can use that on any browser, which I think is like the best option for games is I'm loving browser games, dude, because you could play it on any device, especially when you could use it on a mobile browser.
So
So that's why I
convenient.
like the game we're making under Moondance. It's going to be browser based. It's going to have controller support right away, so you can use it on any mobile or computer browser that you have. Just
that's
for
awesome.
yeah, just to allow everybody to play. Cal, web based is the way to bring multiple devices and platforms. Yeah, it's the easiest way because like right now, there's not a lot of Web3 that are going to be able to get on consoles yet. It's going to take a while. But in the
Yeah.
Yeah,
meantime, having browser based is just the best option to get the most people, and it's easy to onboard. Honestly, I've been able to have way more people when I stream play with me on a browser based game than like downloading through Epic or their own proprietary launcher or whatever.
100%. And it um, it kind of solves for the issue of multiple different specs. Of there are some games in the space that require a beast of a machine, and there are some games in the space that don't. And
Mm-hmm.
optimizing your game for um, as low a spec as possible so that you can get more users in is super important.
Mm-hmm.
And I think web-based games utilizing that architecture, I think helps solve for that so that anyone can play on basically any device.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, so we could go to the next question. For Grid, one can explain the use cases and benefits of holding you guys' upcoming Grid token, if you can, or whatever you can share.
Well, obviously you'll be able to utilize that token to cover your subscription costs to the platform.
Sweet.
That's probably the biggest from a
Yeah.
user perspective use case.
Mhm.
There's also incentives for studios on our platform. So if you're a studio, you have the opportunity to also receive token based off of how much content you put on the platform from a reward perspective. And that token can be used for a lot of different things that are very impactful from a studio perspective. One of the things that I'm very excited about is the opportunity to bring Web3 games into Web2, into Web2 events specifically. So I've got a delivery of awesome.
Nice.
So things like PAX, things like TwitchCon. Let's start changing the narrative about Web3 games to Web2 gamers. I think it's been far too long that we've allowed editorial from Web2 to dictate how bad and horrible Web3 is, and some of that's of our own. We've shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
with a
lot of
in
times.
the space, but we're not going to win hearts and minds just continually talking to other Web3 gamers. We've got to get out there. We've got to show how great some of these games are in the space. Get people playing them. Get them understanding that it's not about $1,500 JPEGs or whatever the conversation point is. It's about owning the assets that you're playing with and being able to do with them whatever you want.
Dude, yeah, exactly. A lot of people assume it's just about money and flipping things, and I hate that perspective, because all I want is to be able to earn through the game or pay for whatever my characters, my cosmetics, and just freely own them. Being able to give away to viewers in my stream is awesome. That's one of the biggest pros as a streamer, to give away skins that you bought or you own, that you collect. Have tournaments, without having to contact the project or the game, and they give you a code, but how many people could do that with Web2 games? Not a lot.
I mean, you can do it to an extent, but you're still within that walled garden, right? If I'm a PlayStation game and I want to give out skins, I've got to order the skins from Sony. I've got to keep track of an Excel spreadsheet of 10,000 codes. Give 1,000 to my social team, give 1,000 to my community team. Give codes internally to coworkers, things like that. But at the end of the day, the user can't take that, whatever the item is, whether it's a skin for Naruto or a weapon for Dark Souls or whatever, and can't do anything with it outside of just play with it in their game.
Yeah.
So how cool would it be to be able to give your buddy that's just getting into Dark Souls or Elden Ring, hey, here's a piece of armor that I found when I was level 5 or level 10, and now your buddy can equip that. Now he's not getting a mud hole stomped in him every time he goes to the first boss, or getting a different skin for a character that maybe that you don't play as in a first person shooter, that you've either won or you've received or whatever. It'd be cool to gift my buddy or my brother, when we play Madden, hey, I've got the 85 Bears running back Neil Anderson. You can play with him. He's a huge Bears fan. And give that to him so that when we play online against each other, he's more incentivized to play. I'm more incentivized to try and whoop his ass.
Yeah.
and it helps the game studio.
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome too.
100%.
I saw someone post, or a founder post, like, it's a good game when you see people in the community actually talking about trading skins. And it's true, it's not just about flipping it, because some communities, it's all about like, hey, I'm selling this, hey, look at, I'm holding this so I can sell it later. But like when the players are actually wanting to trade with each other, and like, the game's good, it has potential, they want to play it, but they also want to use their cosmetics and actually have some cool ones to show off. And it was really cool to see that, especially I see that a lot in GR1. Like, oops, I just flipped the screen, my bad. But like I saw someone was like, yeah, I got this got a couple gun skins from my brother, because he's gonna be able to play later. I'm like, that's awesome. You can't really do that anywhere else. And I like the way someone else put it, what Web3 and blockchain is. It's literally just code. Like, for people that hate on it, it's literally just code. It's a new code that we could use for games. Like, and it's awesome. The benefits are awesome. And like Web2, there are people, there are projects that fail in that rug, and it happens everywhere. It's not just Web3.
I mean, there's plenty of bad actors in console and mobile gaming, believe me.
100%.
And it's obviously nowhere near as public. But yeah, the same stuff happens in console and mobile gaming that happens in Web3. It's not necessarily just a Web3 problem.
Yeah. Can't you get quality in game? It's time to focus more on getting the same quality in lower specs. Yeah. Carter, One used to be Solana, right?
Yeah. Solana was another. Rugged Revenants and Solana were both previous One projects.
Nice.
We've again, it kind of, not to coin a Web3 term, it was kind of the genesis in working on those projects, and the max effort, and I don't want to say low return, but it takes a lot of work to get users into any game, whether it's a AAA. I hate using the word AAA, but whether you're an indie game studio or a massive, large studio, getting users in is no easy feat, and that's kind of what became the genesis of what we started building with Onekin, and branded as the Grid Network and the Grid Arena is how do we help these studios succeed? It's expensive to get users in the space. It's difficult to get users in the space because if you're not on Twitter the right day of the week when somebody makes their announcement, you might never ever see that game again in your Twitter feed. And it might be the game that is right in your sweet spot, right? Like I love JRPGs, I love card games, I love anything with great story.
Wag Me Defense. It's a good one.
Yeah. And so if you're not on Twitter that day, like, you might not ever see that game again, and that game might not ever know that they've got a possible huge fan in you that they could have had in their game at some point from an onboarding perspective. So having one location, like one Rosetta Stone of truth of here's the greatest games in Web3, here's a really cool reward for you actually getting in and playing the game, that one is going to look great from a content creator perspective. Like, if you've got something that no one else has, your content's going to stand out from everyone else. If you've got a sword in Uldor that you've never seen before and no one else has, people are going to be asking you about it. People are going to be stopping and watching your content because, shit, that sword's on fire. How'd he do that? Where'd he get that? If there's it allows you guys as content creators, as you guys as the new age of editorial, even because there isn't a magazine like Game Informer, EGM, You know, when I was a kid, go to Safeway, read Nintendo Power and EGM, and that's how we knew what the next big game was that was coming out.
I used to love getting those books.
Yeah.
Game Informer, all the
magazines.
So you guys, I look to you guys as content creators as that next generation of editorial, because I see what you guys are playing. I want to know what you guys are playing because, one, it helps me find the next best game to get on my platform. But two, I want to know, like, is the game any good? Should I spend time playing it? Should I be, jumping in and trying to get into the alpha to the beta playing? I think it's a great opportunity for users to come on board, get some exclusive content, play great games, and be able to get a better understanding of what gaming in Web3 means these days.
Yeah. All right. So I know you're gonna have to go soon, so we can go through these next questions right here. So, how can the community actively participate in the Grid Network?
Come hit the Grid Arena, start doing missions, generate some spice, follow different studios, follow different people that are part of the leadership team within OneKin. There's always new missions coming on board to activate you to go learn about great games in the space. Go follow these great studios that are building something really special in Web3, so that you're going to be one of those people that know about a great game before it blows up, right? Like it's always fun to be able to tell your friends, like, oh yeah, I knew about that game way back, or I knew about that game when it was still in alpha.
Yeah, I got this cool skin because I participated.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So I put the link right there, guys, in the chat to participate in the Grid Arena. The spice that you're earning is going to translate to the Grid token. Am I correct in that?
Yep.
All right. And remember, you'll be able to use the Grid token for the subscriptions on some other stuff. But I think it's really cool for the subscription. That's pretty awesome, because you're going to have a whole library of games and assets to be earning in Web3 and in Web2.
Yeah, we've got over 100. I think I counted last time. It was like 128 studios signed. We'll be launching with somewhere between 25 and 30 games next month. And then every week a new game comes in, and the games that are part of launch every month will either continue to have the same activation item, or might change it out depending on what they're seeing from the users. The feedback that you as a gamer provide is super impactful for them to understand. Is a skin worth it for you as a user to get in, or do you want a skin for a weapon, or do you want in-game currency, or do you want better a different map to play on? Do you want access to exclusive tournaments? There's a whole host of things that these studios are wanting to experiment and learn from you guys as gamers. What is going to move the needle? What is going to get gamers in? What is going to keep them in? What is going to keep those lobbies full? What is going to keep those maps full? What's going to be the biggest impact for them is having gamers in those games.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, go ahead.
Doing the Lord's work for like Web3, literally like everything like a Web3 game needs. Like OneKin is doing it, not just like users and feedback and like activity. It's just
it's super important.
It's convenient too. That's what I think is amazing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I've been in gaming for 25 years, and I've never seen data that says if I have X number of Twitter followers or X number of Discord users, I'll make X number of dollars, or whatever. Like the biggest metric for a studio's success is getting users actually into the game, getting them actually playing, getting them understanding the core gameplay loops and the mechanics, the sinks and faucets for hard and soft currency. Having that data to be able to look at on a heat map of like, okay, here's where everyone's dying on this map. Is this where we want them to? How do we change the map so that opposing teams funnel into each other and you get these epic cool firefights instead of like, there's 3 dudes like 4 miles in game away that you never see that, are just running around in circles.
Bots.
That's me. That'd be me.
On purpose.
Sometimes it's me too. So, and again, the goal is get gamers into these games, help these studios succeed, help these studios get some key learnings, make their games better, bring more users in, keep, rinse and repeat. Let's keep that top of the funnel users coming in. Let's help them figure out quests. Let's help them figure out, where the user gets that item. Is it, I want to see it, I want to see users actually in those games and their KPIs moving up and to the right of daily active users, monthly active users, retention rates. Because that's what's going to lead to a studio being successful long term.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
100%.
But yeah, there's some alpha guys. Next month, One opens for 25 projects. And then Moondance soon when we have our game released, but we're already partnered with Grid, which is awesome. I'm excited.
I'm excited to work with you closely too. Like for me, I get such pleasure out of meeting passionate studios and working with founders that are passionate about what they're building. Because I still remember the first game I worked on. I still remember what was special about each one of the games I've worked on over the years, and it's refreshing. It's invigorating. Like I love it. I love sitting down and talking shop with other gamers in the space that are building something, thoughtfully and purposefully, and I want to see everyone that's building in this space succeed.
Yeah, same. I do have one question. I was curious. What network is or blockchain is the Grid token going to be on?
We haven't announced that yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Everyone will know because we'll do a massive big announcement about it. That there'll be a lot of documentation to share for when we do TGE, but we haven't announced a TGE date yet. But it will be announced soon.
All right, cool.
Exciting.
Also, I highly suggest this guy as a Grid ambassador. He would be awesome. Piefly right here. Piefly right there.
Yeah, I'm super interested. I think you guys are doing amazing things.
Like, hit me up after this, and I will get you in. We will make it happen.
I think he'd provide a lot of value. He's part of the DJ Legend group. So
awesome. Yeah, 100%. We'll get you set up as an ambassador for sure. And I know it's I've got to run to my next meeting, but Ghost Cat, I greatly appreciate you having me on the show.
No, dude, likewise. Thank you so much for showing up.
Oh, 100%. And let's keep in contact. Let's keep building. Piefly, was great meeting you.
Meeting you too.
Yeah, really excited to see what the future brings for all of Web3 gaming. And next month, Grid Network launch. Get ready to play some games, boys.
Let's go. All right, sir. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for coming on.
Yep.
All right, you guys. Take care.
Deuces.
Bye.
All right, so Piefly, we could continue on a little longer. Oh, Cal, I didn't say the show was over. Holy crap, Jesus.
Show's done.
We're just saying bye to Mr. Justin there. He had to go. So you're gonna have an empty screen over here. Piefly, what is? I have a question for you. Okay.
Okay.
What is life?
What is life? Simulation.
Jesus Christ.
Simulation.
Bro thinks we're in the Matrix. Holy cow! What if you're what if you're the NPC and I'm not?
What if it's all just Web3?
We're all NFTs, bro. What if we're all future NFTs? Like that's what people are buying us and trading us. That's why like some of us are poor. Those are the common ones.
I think I'd be a rare NFT.
Dang, I'm one of the free ones that everyone forgot about.
He's the free mint that rugged.
I'm the free mint that nobody got. Just a couple
free
people.
mint that did mint out.
I did have a little bit of updates for Moondance. I mean nothing crazy new, but for anyone that missed it, we have a full integration of the space cats coming to portals. If you guys don't know what that is, that's too bad. Actually, Piefly, explain portals. What is portals?
Portals is like the Web3 Roblox, also a browser-based game. It's very convenient, and you can build your own worlds. All right, soon you'll be able to build for free, and you can build essentially whatever you want. Super easy to build with Roblox. You need to learn kind of like their own like coding language. Portals, it's really just drag and drop.
Drag and drop.
Extremely simple to build. You can just resize things. You can rotate things. They have a lot of base models. Are really easy to use. You can actually build a pretty cool world. I like on my stream took me around 6 or so hours to build like a speedrun map, and everyone loved it. And I built that just using portals with zero previous build experience, and anyone can really get into it, build anything. And yeah, they're having a lot of updates soon, and yeah, that's portals. That's my 1 minute summary.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna start making a map. The way you build too reminds me of Little Big Planet. I don't know why. I know it's comparable to Roblox, but it literally feels more like Little Big Planet to me. Did you ever play that?
I did. Yeah, I did.
I don't know, man.
I never built in Little Big Planet, so I don't really.
What?
I don't get that analogy. I just played the story mode. I played other people's maps.
Yeah, I played a bunch. My favorite creative map in Little Big Planet was the desert survival one. That one was a blast to play. So I'm gonna be making a map like that in Portals. That's my that's my idea. But they gave me access to build. They like added me to their assets so I can build. I don't know how it works. I don't know, Piefly. Do you know how that works?
Did they give you a link that you can build in?
Oh, that's a good question.
So that's yeah. As soon as they send you the link to that map, you can just start building it. You should be a permanent admin. So you can just press T when you spawn in. See, that'll tell you right away if you can build or not.
Where is it? Wait, what? Where the? Oh wait, no, yeah. Is it a link? Frick.
There'll be a link to the world. Yeah, like any link in Portals, has its own specific. Every map has its own specific link, so they didn't send you one. That's kind of funny.
Oh wait, no, yeah, they did. I got two. Yeah, I got a link for two different
nice.
map types. Okay, or no, just one type. I don't know, but yeah, I got the link.
Nice. Yeah. So
Robbie, does anyone remember the drink Sobeys? Sobeys. Oh, Sobe. Yes. Piefly.
Yeah.
Did you ever drink Sobe? The one with the little lizard for the logo?
Yeah.
Oh my, those were so juicy. Yes, what happened to those? I remember the glass bottles, and then they went to plastic, even though the glass bottles were freaking sick. Yes. What were you gonna say or not, Piefly? Sorry, I got excited over the drink.
I forgot. I think it's something Portals. I don't know.
the Portals links. Yeah. Well, to continue, Space Cats are gonna be fully integrated as playable characters in Portals. That's super exciting. I'm hyped about that. We have an integration coming with GR1 for the Space Cat collection. Moon token soon, so that's gonna be pretty big. The thing you can do with Moon token, you're gonna be able to purchase merch that we have in the merch store. You're gonna be able to buy all the character assets. I'm even gonna have some space cats available to purchase with Moon. And I think the biggest thing, at least for me, so I already talked with Dark Core Roasters. So as soon as the Moon token is listed, you're going to be able to buy coffee beans from Dark Core Roasters with Moon token.
Ooh.
Woo! Yeah, that's exciting.
Nice.
I'm hyped about that just because I'm going to be ordering hella coffee. I'm going to rug Moon by just ordering coffee with it.
Oh, shoot.
No, but that's what's coming soon. If you guys want to participate in anything, join the Discord. We got some tournaments and giveaways happening all the time, especially on my stream. Maybe I'll do a giveaway on the post that I made for the what are we giving away today, Piefly?
101 mix spot.
Please,
Not
God,
really.
no. Please, no. Don't say that. What are we giving away? I'll give away a space cat. Piefly's gonna give away 101 mix spot.
I give away a mix spot. Honestly, I have so many mix spots. I give away just a normal mix spot.
Okay, all right. We got one mix spot and then one space cat. Obviously, one of those provides a lot more value.
A mix spot.
I'm just
in
saying.
game.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying. You know, space cat. The space cat holders. You're gonna get every single character asset from a generative collection. Every single one forever.
You see, Cal needs a bot. He already has a, or she, I don't know, has a space cat. I don't know.
I think Cal does have a space cat. What game suggestions do we have for iPad? Well, obviously you play Pixels on there, which is pretty cool on the iPad, not gonna lie. What are some other, can you play, Mix Mob.
Mix mob.
Yeah, Mix Mob. You can get that in the iOS store. I
Yep.
haven't tried that on the iPad. Ooh, I want to try that. Yeah, that's a good one. What else? What other games can you play on mobile browser that would
Portals.
work? Can you play it on mobile?
On
On the browser?
iPad Pro. Actually, I'm not sure if that's gonna work.
Shoot, let's test it right now. All right, let's see. All right, I'll ask Piefly a question while I test it out. What other
Okay.
Solana games or projects have caught your attention recently?
Recently, I don't know, I guess Mixmob is having their mint for their LFG City mix spot. That's actually live right now for 24 hours. Actually, a bit under like 20 hours, something like that left. So for me, that's something I'm definitely gonna be participating in. It might even mint outside of the free mint. Is free mint if you met some previous qualifications. Other than that, I think tomorrow or the day after, it'll be like 10 USDC to mint, so $10 to mint. Honestly, might mint some of those because in order to succeed in that game, you really do need to have a meta mix spot with good stats and a good faction. And these mix spots that are coming out essentially will be a new faction, so they're gonna have new traits, new passive and active traits compared to the already existing mix spots. So that's something I'm gonna definitely be looking into. Might again even be minting for some monies, even though I have some free mints.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's one of them. Mix mob, and yeah, I think Portals as well. They had they recently had an airdrop for people that are staking their NFTs. I received that. I need to go open that in Loop Park, and there's basically different types of sunglasses of different rarities. And yeah, that's just Portals is great. They're really good at like rewarding their holders.
Did they have their update to add like particle effects and like
Testing for it's live, but it's not rolled out. You could test it though.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. It looks sick.
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh, there's another map built that somebody made. Oh, snap. You can do it a lot. I didn't know how much you could customize maps.
In Portals?
In Portals, yeah.
Oh yeah, no. So much you can do.
All right, cool.
100%.
I'm more excited to build a desert survival then. Actually, I'll probably name it something else. All right,
You should
so
actually build it.
it doesn't look like Portals works on iPad browser. So that's a bust. Unfortunately, hopefully soon. I think they said it was gonna be soon, right? Mobile browser, obviously.
There's
Gotta be.
testing for it. If you're a holder, you can test it, I believe.
Okay, bro. A holder of what?
The holder of their NFTs,
Which ones?
their real estate NFTs, as well as I believe the new Explorer Club collection. Those two collections are actually getting merged and getting an art upgrade soon, so that's something else to look out for.
That's
Portals.
cool.
Yeah. The artist is Scum. I believe he did the D Gods art. He's into D Gods art.
Did you just call him Scum, or is that the name
That's his name, bro.
Okay, I thought you were just calling him Scum. Like, damn, bro, what do you do to you? Bro doesn't like his art that much. He's trash.
No.
Yeah. So, a lot of stuff coming. So did you learn a good amount about? Wait, what did you say? Did you just call me what? What?
Did the doc thing.
What do you mean? Oh, okay, Chris.
Bro, bro playing Minecraft yesterday with Carter, and bro had the Doctor Disrespect skin on. I was like, that's crazy, bro.
Let's go.
Carter's crazy. If
If
anyone could do that, only he could do that.
I'm gonna do it in real life.
Oh shoot.
Okay, Cal says, Ghost, you have to check Cloud 3.5 AI that builds you a game from scratch with prompts. Oh snap, that's crazy.
Ooh.
AI is doing everything nowadays.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah,
content creators, imagine.
Actually, it's already happened. No.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Did you learn a lot about grid and onekin?
Oh yeah. The more he's talked, the more I was like, the more bullish I was getting. Like, this is great. This literally solves so many problems in Web3, especially like users and convenience. Literally, it's convenient for users, so it's easier to onboard users, and that's the biggest thing. Honestly, I think the number one problem with Web3 games is that they just need users. They need people playing their games in order to be successful. So I'm really glad they're addressing that and really just just trying to onboard people and give the devs feedback as well from these users, and incentivizing users as well. I think is great with the airdrop.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna be looking into that. And are you a OneKin ambassador as well? What is that? What does it even entail? What is?
Yes, I'm an ambassador.
Ooh.
Bro.
Does that mean you just promote their platform?
You get something. I don't actually know if I can share what you get.
Okay, no worries. If you
but it does involve the grid arena, which is where you could earn the points, which will translate to the token airdrop. But yeah, you do get something there, and then you'll get to merch. I mean, but yeah, there's a few stuff. We'll get access to the ambassador category in the Discord, so I'll be able to connect with other ones.
Cool beans.
Do you have official content creators? I'm pretty sure 64 World is one of them too.
Yeah.
And who else is here that I know of? Lake Jesus, think Captain 5. But they have a few ambassadors. You could have other like tasks to earn the spice points as an ambassador. And I think, do you get a referral link? I think everybody has a referral link. But yeah. Cool. So yeah, do you have his Twitter? Justin's Twitter?
Yeah, I just follow him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just send him a message.
Yeah,
the team's pretty cool. Again, Moondance project is already in the upcoming games and collectibles you could earn on the OneKin platform, which everybody will see in a month. So I already have a character that people are going to be able to earn to use in the game. Pretty excited about that. Again, Space Cat holders will get that character airdrop to them per Space Cat that they have. So I have a quantity set aside, but the rest will be for people to earn on the OneKin platform.
Nice.
Yo, Cal. Next time, see you later.
Just coming through, Cal.
But yeah, what the heck? What the heck was that? Yeah, I think that was it. I think we're good to go. You've got almost an hour in here. A lot of stuff about Grid Network, and then Pyfly. If you ever have like something insane that you do on one of these podcasts and you want to use it for a short, I did crop it so that it fits in a iPhone phone aspect ratio.
Oh, okay.
Right in the middle.
Interesting. Good to
know. Yeah. Otherwise, guys, it's been awesome. We will have episode 11 next week. We might have some other special guest. So stay tuned for the announcement. Oh, and then let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. Cal missed it. Oh, well. All you have to do is follow Moondance. And what should the things be?
Like and repost. Well, the podcast.
Huh?
Like and repost the post on X. Are you talking about the post on X?
Yeah. How should we do it? Let's see. How are we gonna do it here? We could do just the follow and then repost.
Yeah. Follow, repost, like.
Okay, yeah. Just follow Moondance, repost, and like it, and you'll be entered into the raffle for a space cat and a mix bot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. We will catch everybody later. Thanks for tuning in. Deuces.